little bit of an emotional breakdown because I thought marriage was gonna fix all my problems.
So are you gonna propose to Selena Gomez? You guys make a really good couple. I see that smile.
Hey, did you say about your nose?
The Fishers and Justin and Hailey Bieber's marriage are becoming increasingly difficult to overlook. After years of speculation and turmoil, their once-ideal relationship appears to be falling apart. Justin has been spotted looking despondent in public, not once, but on 2 separate occasions. Hailey, in turn, was seen exiting a restaurant on her own, with Justin arriving and departing separately, both looking equally disheartened. Sources have revealed that Justin has become more withdrawn, avoiding public appearances and seeking solitude. He hasn't toured in years, and is reportedly paralyzed by the anxiety of facing the public. Those close to him are growing more concerned about his mental health, while some of Hailey's acquaintances are advising her to move on. Hailey's been struggling in this relationship from the beginning, one source explained. She loves him, but his volatility is taking a toll. Even after the birth of their child, things have not improved, with Hailey reportedly reaching a breaking point. Then came the social media controversy. Fans went wild when Justin unfollowed Hailey, sparking rumors of a split. He later claimed that his account had been compromised, but deleted the post a few hours later. Meanwhile, Hailey's father, Stephen Baldwin, added fuel to the fire by requesting prayers for their relationship in a now-deleted post. Hailey was reportedly furious, and it's telling that Justin no longer follows his father-in-law. After months of gossip and breakup speculations, including whispers of a hidden divorce, it seems their marriage is teetering on the edge. With Justin's mental health deteriorating following the arrest of his former mentor, Diddy, many are questioning if this could be the final breaking point.
Emotionally just overwhelmed and talking to her, not knowing how to communicate certain things and just feeling kind of frustrated. You know, there's been a lot of things that have happened in my life, and I think there was just a point in my life where I was just so overwhelmed. I'm just being a normal person and crying. I think when I'm in the media, or I look at things on the internet and people are like, Justin's upset. Why is he upset? It's like they don't give me permission to be upset. I don't have permission to be, human and shed tears. And there's so many people every day who are in a conversation with their girl or their wife or their mom and they break down, but they don't have cameras capturing it, so people are like, is he okay? He's having a mental breakdown.
Later, baby. Jay, baby, later. Bieber. I enjoy your walk.
The internet is abuzz after startling new details have surfaced regarding Justin Bieber's past connection with Diddy, and they are deeply unsettling. A shocking statement from an American singer has come forward, alleging that Usher handed Justin over to Diddy for a mysterious 48-hour period. What transpired during that time remains unclear, but a resurfaced video is raising serious concerns. In it, Diddy confronts Justin in a studio, questioning why he's been avoiding him. "You haven't been calling me," Diddy says, while a visibly uneasy Justin hesitates before reluctantly giving him his phone number. Fans have labeled the interaction disturbing, but it doesn't stop there. Another troubling video from 2012 shows Diddy greeting Justin with a hug before repeatedly patting him down on his chest and torso. People are now speculating whether Diddy believed Justin was wired, possibly cooperating with law enforcement. In light of Diddy's recent arrest, sources say Justin is spiraling, feeling both repulsed and emotionally drained. He's been advised to cut ties with Diddy, but the emotional burden is immense. Meanwhile, Hailey is reportedly struggling to sleep, deeply worried about her husband's mental well-being. Could this dark chapter in Justin's past be the true cause of their marital troubles? And will Justin ever open up about the trauma he's been concealing?
Talk about it? I think it's time. I think it's time we talk about it. If you're looking at this chart and you see some names you recognize, it's because these are all celebrities who have been associated with the Hillsong Church. we can't forget one more, Miss Soper herself. The church, if you do not know, is the mega church of all mega churches. It has a very dark past, and we're going to talk about it today. Like I always say, everything I'm about to say is alleged. I don't know these people. I don't want to know these people. I'm just some bitch on the internet, and frankly, you don't have to believe me. The Hillsong Church was started in 1977 in Australia by crusty old dusty Frank Houston. In 1999, Brian Houston, his son, would go on to become the new leader. In 2003, they would open up a church in New York City, and one of the previous assistant pastors would go on to pretty much run that church. This is Carl Lentz. He is all of the celebrities' best friend and spiritual leader. In 1999, a woman would go on to confide in two church pastors, letting them know that Frank had essayed her son. I don't think she realized the craziness that would ensue after this. So in court, it was alleged that Frank had essayed a boy between the ages of 7 and 12. The victim would eventually come forward to give more details, stating that Frank was a family friend. He would come visit their family regularly, and every time he came by between the ages of 7 and 12, he would visit his room every single night. He stated that Frank lost interest by the time he hit puberty. The victim did not tell his mom until 8 years later. And the reason he told her is because he states that his mom wanted him to go to counseling with Frank to improve his behavior. He alleges that the first time he went to go visit Frank, he found Frank doing something really nasty under his desk. He did not stay, and when he got back home, that's when he decided to tell his mom. Her response, you might ask, and I quote, "You do not want to be responsible for turning people away from the church and into hell." It took her 20 years to tell those two pastors. Before Frank officially confessed, which he did end up doing, the victim alleges that Frank called him and asked him to meet him at McDonald's. Frank would go on to offer him $10,000 and then ask him to sign a McDonald's napkin to agree to it. The victim also alleging that Frank told him that he needed to apologize to him because he could not face God with this hanging over his head. So not that what he did was disgusting and traumatic and awful, but because he needed to save his own soul. Several months later, he still hasn't gotten any money, so he reaches out to Brian, Frank's son, who is now the new leader of the church. And I'm so sorry for having to include this picture. I feel like he's looking through my soul. It's actually a very terrifying photo. I feel like he knows all my secrets. He goes on to ask Brian, hey, why hasn't my money arrived? Brian tells him, and I quote, "You know it's your fault. You tempted him." The victim stated that he was hurt by this, and he actually went on to ask Brian if he was also essayed by his dad. Brian got belligerent. He was yelling. He was swearing. He hung up the phone, and the victim received the check to
The internet is now buzzing with even more shocking revelations about Justin Bieber's past involvement with Diddy, and things are becoming even more sinister. Additional videos are surfacing, and fans are beginning to piece the puzzle together. People are starting to wonder why Justin, as a young teen, spent so much time with Diddy in the first place, and why he always appeared so uneasy during their encounters. The pressure is growing for Justin to speak out, but insiders say he's struggling to process the overwhelming details now coming to light. He's quietly carried the weight of his trauma for years, but with the Diddy scandal now unfolding, he's being forced to face it. Hailey is desperately trying to be there for him, but how can she help someone who refuses to let her in? The constant public attention isn't helping either. Every time Justin steps outside, he seems exhausted and withdrawn. The fractures in their marriage are widening, and it's uncertain if they can be repaired. Can Justin confront his past and salvage his relationship? Or is it too late? Will Justin ever reveal his side of the story? Is this the end for him and Hailey? This drama continues to escalate. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more jaw-dropping updates. Share your thoughts in the comments and explore more videos on our channel.